Hello, I'm Jerry Ford. I'm gonna review a coffee this morning. Now, this is a craft coffee. I I looked in out of all the coffees I've done over the years, if I've done one that I titled craft coffee, I would assume that I would have. Um, Never done a craft coffee, so this is the first craft coffee I've ever done. So I'm very curious about how these are, because the tasting descriptions they have on here: chocolate, earthy, that's a regular coffee aroma and taste. But cocoa and nutty is a regular coffee taste, but chocolate and cocoa. And the other ones, these are other coming soon coffees that I'm going to do. The Campfire from Off the Trail, chocolate, nutty, and tobacco. I don't know if that could be. It's not in my tasting. It's not on my tasting sheet. Tobacco, so I don't think that's a regular one that you would get. And then on this one, this is the Serendipity milk chocolate. Every once in a while you can get that, depending on the flavor on the coffee from the coffee company. Brown sugar and cherry. See, some of these are just like the unique flavor profiles. So curious. Chocolate, earthy, cocoa, nutty. These are cool packages, aren't they? And then the names, there's other ones, so go to their website and look at what they got. Got some unique names on there of their coffees. Full City Roast, 100% Arabica. This is the ground. Trailblazer, some neat labeling. Okay, well, let's get this going here. I already got my water measured out for my coffee pot. Let's get the zipper off of here. I like these new features. This is something new to me anyway. Out of all the coffees I reviewed, I've only come across this a couple times. Has a Ziploc, so you can keep it fresh. There. Man, that's a nice dark roast aroma. Wow. You get the earthy and the nuttiness on the aroma off the ground. Sometimes you don't get it on the aroma. We'll look for the chocolate and cocoa upon the taste, okay? But just from that, that's a nice, it says full city roast, but this smells like a dark roast. It smells really good. Let's check it out. I don't know for sure if you review a craft coffee the same as you would just a regular coffee. But on my tasting profiles, chocolatey is one of the tasting characteristics, and then on the taste, chocolatey is one. I thought cocoa was in there too. Cocoa's kind of similar to chocolatey, so I guess it's not. Brown sugar's one. I don't get to use all these. I don't often get all of these flavors when I'm doing reviews of coffees. But I don't think craft coffee's been around that long, because I made this thing up like probably 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Of course, craft beer was popular already at that time, but I don't know about craft coffee, so I'm not totally sure. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to bring up Gregory Peck's Off the Trail coffee. Gregory told me in a message that, yes, that is my actual name. That's pretty cool. You had to have been named after the movie star, I would assume, anyway. Let's read up on some of the stuff here on their website. Find out a little bit about them after we get. Well, it's dripping out a little bit. Let's start it. Let's let that drip on out. So on the website, the first thing I see is free local delivery on orders of $25 or more within 15 miles of Marion, New York. So if you guys live in New York, and you can get this deal. Let's see. We're Off the Trail Coffee Company, a family-owned company built on a love for God, adventure, outdoors, and exceptional coffee. Every cup we craft is a testament to honest artisanship, bursting with rich, nuanced flavors that elevate your daily grind. Excuse my eye rubbing, I'm still just waking up. I need some coffee really bad. All right, let me look at here. Let's see what we got here. That looks like a dark roast. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Full City roast. Now I've heard of that, and I'm pretty sure I've reviewed some that was titled that, but I don't remember if it was a dark roast, variation or not. But this looks like a dark roast. If not, it's like really close. So on the aroma, I get nuttiness, a slight caramelization, a light smokiness, maybe a slight sweetness on the aroma. So it could be the chocolatey cocoa thing coming through. Smells pretty good. All right, let's see what we got on the taste here. Got some big bitterness coming through. Dark roast characteristics. It is espresso-like, even though it doesn't say espresso-like on there. But that's what I'm getting. Acidity is about medium. Nuttiness, I think I already said that. Has a lively taste. It has a rich, really nice flavor to it. Roastiness is big. Smokiness is it's about a medium smokiness. Has a big bold flavor. Carbon is about medium to high on it. Everybody's opinion is going to be different. Everybody's going to be able to taste something different than somebody else. I'm not getting, on the taste, I'm not getting chocolate. Might be getting a little cocoa. Sometimes cocoa's a little bit more bitter than an actual chocolate, even dark chocolate. So I'm getting a cocoa, getting the nutty, earthy. Earthy is one of the characteristics on here, and you could say, yeah, you get an earthiness, but it's really good. Yeah, it's really good tasting coffee. Oh. All right, let's see what happens when we add some creamers to it, because the use of creamers is a big thing upon coffee drinkers. So let's add a little bit. This is just my regular coffee mate. It's what I start off with all the time. Been doing that for many years with the reviews. I think even before I started reviewing coffee, it was the way I drank my coffee. Put a little bit of regular and then a little bit of a flavored in there. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh yeah. A lot of times the adding of creamers is for the purpose of curving off the bitterness. And it's that little amount I put in there did fine, and you still hold on to that good coffee flavor. It isn't enough to mask the coffee flavor. It just kind of adds that milk lactose kind of taste to it. And that went really well in there. For those of you that do just add regular creamers, those of you that add flavored creamers, let's see what that entails here. This is a vanilla caramel. It's one of my go-to flavors. That went really well. It actually brought out just a slight chocolateiness. A lot of times the flavored creamers will do that. They'll bring out the flavors that are stated on the packaging. Also, you get the vanilla and the caramel along with it. Very good, very good. Boy, I sure like that strong. I like dark coffee, so I really like how strong that is. Full City Roast, craft coffee, Trailblazer. Let's see what else they got on here. Passion and purpose. Our journey with Off the Trail Coffee began as a shared passion between a father and son and came with unexpected discoveries. What started as a practical solution, roasting our coffee on the porch to vent our small roaster, transformed into a cherished father-son tradition. That's pretty cool. The crisp, fresh air, the captivating aroma of roasting beans, and the quality time spent together created a serendipitous atmosphere that fueled our passion for coffee and laid the groundwork for our company. Infused with the values of family and heritage, we carefully select quality beans and roast them to perfection. So, whether you're conquering a mountain peak or simply savoring a quiet morning, our coffee is your faithful companion. That's pretty cool. I had that kind of relationship with my father too. Him and I was really close. He passed away. I think it's almost 2 years now. He was 89, if I remember right. But he had dementia. But we spent a lot of time together until he wasn't able to. We couldn't walk and ended up in a nursing home. So, so that's pretty cool that you and your dad have that kind of relationship. I hope that you guys watching had or have that relationship with your dad. Gregory Peck, co-owner, business and sales. With a deep-rooted love for the great outdoors, Greg Peck is the heart and soul of Off the Trail Company. Whether he's hiking through the Adirondacks, that word sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever actually tried to pronounce it. Adirondacks. Swimming in the Finger Lakes, or simply enjoying a sunset, Greg finds inspiration in the beauty of God's creation. His love of outdoor adventures and coffee cravings converged to form the foundation of Off the Trail Coffee Company. Greg is a dedicated family man, an active member of his community, as an elder in his church and a longtime team member in the tech booth. He brings a strong sense of faith and community to our business. He resides in Marion, New York, with his wife, Evie, and their 3 children. Pretty cool. Many are in the plans. Oh, this is a scripture. Many are in the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. Proverbs 19:21. ESV. ESV. I don't know what that means. Kind of sounds familiar though. But there you go. There's more stuff on here to read. Well, let's read this too. How much information do they have on here? They have a lot. So what I want to do is read a little bit at a time as I review their coffees, a little bit about them and stuff. Jeremy Peck, that's my son's name, Jeremy. Co-owner / roaster. Jeremy Peck is the creative force behind Off the Trail Coffee Company. His passion for coffee roasting is matched only by his diverse interests, which include knife crafting. Oh, that's cool. I'm into knives, so I like that. Leather work. I'm interested in that, but it's not something that I want to tackle. I actually would like to try to find somebody that could make me some sheaths for my knives. Excuse me. Gaming. That's my Jeremy. He's a big gamer, into a lot of different ones. Videography. That's interesting. And small appliance repair. That's pretty needed amongst people that own appliances. It's one of the bigger things. Jeremy's ability to find joy in the everyday is evident in his approach to coffee, where he experiments with flavors and techniques to create unique and delicious blends. A lover of the outdoors, I am too. Jeremy has a keen eye for photography, often capturing the beauty of nature in its golden hour glory. While still exploring his career path, his passion for coffee and his entrepreneurial spirit have found a perfect home at Off the Trail Company. Another couple scriptures in here. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me. When you seek me with all your heart, I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and I will restore your fortunes and gather you from all the nations and all the places where I have driven you, declares the Lord, and I will bring you back to the place from which I sent you into exile. Jeremiah 29:11-14. So there's another one there. I'll let you guys stop in here, and you don't have to wait for me. Read up on everything in here. There's all kinds of good information, some stories and about the family. But I'll try to read those next time. Okay. Well, I'm going to end it there. Thank you, Gregory and Jeremy, for sending these. I'm looking forward to trying out the other coffees as well. Here's the father and son. There's Gregory up here. Here's Jeremy down there. So check out their website. They're also on Facebook. And I don't know if they have different information on their Facebook page or not. You guys can check that out too. But while you're on their website and stuff, look through their flavors they have available and order you some while you're there. Some good stuff. All right. Well, thanks again to Gregory and Jeremy, and thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.